The federal government has given Abuja council areas a lot of weight by situating iconic institutions in the various council areas. Buhari houses the law school, Kwali houses a federal government college. The Honorable Minister of the FCT over the last couple of days has told us that every council area in Abuja will feel the weight of the FCT administration. Today, we arrived Gwagwalada Area Council for the official flag-off ceremony of the rehabilitation of Aguma Palace, Radio Nigeria, New Market Road. We welcome you all to this ceremony as part of the many flag-offs and commissionings that have taken place in the FCT. Today is day 8. We are thankful that each one of the project commissionings and flag-offs have been majorly successful. To welcome you all here today and to give you an overview of the project, please give a warm Gwagwalada welcome to the coordinator of the Satellite Town Development Department, Abdul Kadir Zulkifulu.
Thank you, the MC. The Honorable Minister of FCT, my father, my mentor, and my boss, Chief Barrister Ezewonyesom Wike, the Honorable Minister of State, Hajia Dr. Maria Mahmoud, Member House Committee on FCT Area Council and Ancillary Matters, Honorable Abdurrahman Najia, former Senator Distinguished Tanimu Philip Aduda, members of the National Assembly, senators here present, both serving and past, traditional rulers here present, area council chairman here present, executive secretary of CDA, head of service, permanent secretaries, directors, our esteemed people of Gwagwalada, permit me, Your Excellency, to align myself with the well-established protocol. It is my pleasure that I stand before you today at the flag-off of rehabilitation of Aguma Palace, Radio Nigeria, New Market Road in Gwagwalada Area Council of the FCT. This important project will improve infrastructural developments, alleviate the suffering of the residents and other road users, and favorably impact the lives of our people. Firstly, let me express our sincere appreciation to the Honorable Minister of the FCT, Chief Barrister Ezewonyesom Wike, CON, for his commitment and dedication to the growth and development of satellite towns and area councils. It is indeed commendable how committed you are to transform the dreams and aspirations of the satellite towns residents. Your Excellency may wish to note that the contract was awarded on 24th September 2024 to Mrs. Okumas Nigeria Limited and is expected to be completed within the period of 12 months. The Federal Capital Territory Administration is so passionate to open up the rural communities. This is in line with the renewed hope agenda of Mr. President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the current FCT administration. The rehabilitation of Aguma Palace, Radio Nigeria, New Market Road is to bridge the infrastructural gap in satellite towns and area councils. Your Excellency, permit me to highlight the scope of the projects. Construction of 10-kilometer length roads, site clearance and earthworks, 150mm lateritic sub-base, 150mm thick stone base, 60mm thick asphaltic binder course, 40mm thick asphaltic wearing course, construction of box and pipe culverts of different sizes, construction of access road, access slabs and culverts, construction of trapezoidal concrete line drains, and lastly, installation of solar street lights. Indeed, Abuja is blessed to have you, sir. Finally, this is to all satellite towns and area councils. With Wike on ground, be rest assured that more flagging offs are coming, more commissionings are coming. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
To mun gode sosai. An ji ku zauna mun gode sannunku. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, the Honorable Minister, you see that song, Gwagwalada. We saw distinguished Senator Philip Aduda dancing with his people to Gwagwalada because he understands what it means. We want to thank the young and very agile coordinator of STDD for coming over to tell us what we are expecting once this road is commissioned. We're expecting street lights. We're expecting all the services that go with a good and well-apportioned road. We thank you very much. Let's give him another round of applause. Your Excellencies, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we have with us, as always, those who provide a strong support to the Honorable Minister. We have distinguished Senator Philip Aduda, distinguished Senator Mao Ohabunwa, distinguished Senator Lakanwogu, distinguished Senator George Sekibo, distinguished Senator Magnus Abe, His Excellency Ambassador Desmond Akao, Minister of State, former FCT, Honorable Fred Agbe, Chief Dan Obi, Honorable Gadom, Honorable Ojukaye Amakri. And we have seated beside the Honorable Minister today, the very distinguished Professor Senator Sandy Ono. We thank you all so very much for being here with us. We appreciate all of you. Today is the turn of Gwagwalada Area Council, and his brother area council members are here. I can't see that far, but Honorable Chiat Anladi for Kwali Area Council is here. Honorable John Gabaya, Buari Area Council. Honorable Christopher Mekalangu, AMAC. Honorable Abugiri, Gwagwalada Area Council and Chief Host. And host, the minister is Chief Host, he is host. Honorable Abdullahi Suleiman Saba Kuje and Honorable Abubakar Abdullahi Abuja Area Council. We thank all of you for coming. And for goodwill messages, we immediately start, of course, with the chairman of the place we are all seated today. So we are going to ask Honorable Abugiri, Chairman Gwagwalada Area Council, to make his way to the podium for his goodwill message. Chairman, Area Council, please, eyes. When I say eyes, it means you should hold it for a little bit. We are going to take an overview of the contract before the goodwill message. I apologize, my bad. Let us call now on the contractors to the project. Aguma Nigeria Limited, Executive Director Ebera Owonda, to come forward and tell us his commitment to the project, because this is so important to the Honorable Minister. You could see him making signs at me because the contractor must make a commitment to completion and saying you can't take goodwill until Okmas has spoken. Okmas, over to you.
Honorable Minister, Federal Capital Territory, Chief Barrister Nyesom Ezenwo-Wike, Honorable Minister of State, Your Excellency, may I stand on the already established protocol. Your Excellency, on behalf of the Chairman, the management and staff of Aguma Nigeria Limited, we welcome you and your entourage to Gwagwalada for the flag off of Aguma Palace Road, Radio Nigeria Road, New Market Road, and other adjoining roads, 10-kilometer roads. Your Excellency, having passed through the pre-qualification and tender process, which has proven our competency and capacity to carry out this project, we are here today to reassure you that we are going to carry out this project timely and quality delivery. In the next 10 months, we shall be handing over this project to the Satellite Time Development Department for your commissioning. Thank you, Your Excellency, for your confidence in us, and we assure you that we will not disappoint you. Thank you, and God bless you, sir.
Aguma has said, we assure you we will not disappoint you. The number of people who are here are plenty, led by the Honorable Minister. Everybody listened to you, and you said, we assure you we will not disappoint you. Let's give a round of applause to Aguma for the completion of this project. We know it is going to happen. It's now the turn, and I beg your pardon, Honorable Chair, it's now your turn, Chairman, Gwagwalada Area Council, to come forward for your goodwill message. Gwagwalada Area Council Chair, Honorable Abu Giri, makes his way to deliver his goodwill.
Your Excellency, the Honorable Minister of FCT, Barrister Gosonwoke, CON, Your Excellency, the Minister of State of FCT, our distinguished senators present here, our leader, our father, our brother, the Senator of FCT, the one we know, that is Senator Philip Aduda, the House of Rep member we have in Abuja South, my colleagues, the chairman of the 5 area council, the FCDA staff we have, the traditional rulers we have, the Aguma of Gwagwalada, and also the representative of Agora of Zuba, the district head we have in this gathering, the press, ladies and gentlemen, market women, Gwagwalada market women, I believe your problem is solved today. I hope our problem is solved today. On behalf of the people of Gwagwalada Area Council and also the market women we have, or market associations, I just come here to welcome the Prime Minister of the City and the Minister of State and to thank them on the wonderful work they are doing for us in FCT, especially we in Gwagwalada. When you visited Paiko to Iba, I said we need more. You said you give us more. And today, the reality has come. You have given us more. We are Oliver twins. We will not be tired of asking you. You are now our father. We don't have anybody in this FCT that you cry to. It is you that you cry to. You can see we that are staying in rural areas. Our major challenge is the major road. We don't have much road. This road you are flagging out today is the major road in Gwagwalada town. We don't have any other road that is linking from other area to other area in Gwagwalada than this very road. In fact, this our market was even about to collapse because of the road. Thank you very much for your coming, and thank you very much for this wonderful work you are trying to do for us. We people in Gwagwalada, around from the day we saw it in Nate that you have awarded this contract, most of us have started jubilating, especially we that are in the government today. We are so happy to have you in our midst. The only thing we tell you, we pray to Almighty Allah, if Mr. President comes to power 2027, we will still go to him and tell him that he should bring you back to FCT as the Minister of FCT. Because we know the work you are putting on ground, you might finish most of them. There are some that you will not finish them. The one that you will not finish, you come back next time, you come and complete them for us. Really, you have shown us we are in democracy now. You define democracy to us in Bari when we go to Bari on Monday. You said democracy is for the people, by the people, and for the people. Actually, we have started saying it. Thank you very much for coming, and God will take you to the promised land. Thank you very much, Mr. Minister.
The Chairman, Gwagwalada Area Council, Honorable Giri, has expressed his thankfulness to the Honorable Minister and his team for the work that they are doing. Our goodwill message now will move from the Chairman of the Area Council to the representative of the Chairman House Committee on FCT Area Councils and Ancillary Services, Honorable Peter Elukwe, who will come forward and give a short goodwill message on behalf of the chair. As he comes to deliver this goodwill message, please encourage him. It's a long walk to the podium. Give him a round of applause as he comes. We salute his presence. We appreciate him. And we thank the Chairman, House Committee on Area Councils and Ancillary Matters for sending a worthy representative. Honorable, over to you.
My people, Your Excellency, the FCT Minister, the indefatigable Minister, the workaholic Minister, the talk and do Minister, the he who has come to deliver his people, Chief Barrister Onyeso Ezenwo Wike, the one we saw what he did in Port Harcourt, the one we are seeing what he is doing. The Honorable Minister of State, the mommy of the house, Doc herself, my own senior brother, the senator representing this area, distinguished senators, former, my own brother, distinguished Senator Ma Uhuabunwa, Senator Magnus Abe, and all other senators who accompanied the FCT minister and his entourage, the FCDA staff, the Argonne chairman, the local government council. I stand here before you today to bear witness on what is happening in Abuja. I have been in the same party with the chair, the FCT minister, before I left to my present party. But what he is doing today is a testament that dividend of democracy does not know party. We must come together and deliver the message that we have been sent to come and deliver. And what is the message? Renewed hope agenda. Once you finish election, party is only vehicle to take you to your destination. We must learn this and learn this very, very well. That our people they don't need party, but what can you offer? Today, the FCT minister has shown capacity. Has he not? I pray that God will touch us. Whoever that will be sent an errand will try and do it the way FCT minister is doing his job diligently. He is doing many works at the same time. And I pray that God will give him good health. I don't want to know what his distractors are talking. If you want to bring him down, bring yourself up first of all, before you look down and bring him down. But if you cannot, he is going up and up and up. And he'll be looking down at you when you try to pull him down. But I want to remind everybody, if you pull a God-anointed son down, he will fall on top of you. Before you get up, you must push him up. Barrister Onyeso, my own brother, you are from River State. I am from Nnewi, Anambra State, the Japanese capital of Nigeria. You are doing well. And my people in the House of Reps, we are giving you and your team 98%. You are doing very, very well. And we encourage you to do well. You will continue to do well to the admiration of your detractors. And I thank you. This goodwill message is from my chairman, Honorable Fred Abade, who is unavoidably absent, away in another assignment outside the country. So I thank you all. May God bless you as you undertake to serve your people. God will reward you and reward you real big. Thank you and God bless you. Thank you, Engineer.
Honorable Peter Ezukwe, representing Chairman House Committee on Area Councils and Ancillary Matters, Honorable Fred Agbede, we thank you for your intervention. The highlight is what can you offer? And if you cannot, then allow those who are delivering to continue to do so. Would like at this point to invite to speak as the last goodwill message today, Right Honorable Ajia. Oh, I didn't see Senator Jimkuta. We'll start with Senator Jimkuta to take his goodwill message. Honorable Ajia will not be the last to speak. Distinguished Senator Jimkuta will be the last after him. Honorable Ajia, representing the good people of Abuja South, is here to deliver his goodwill message.
Your Excellency, Barrister Ezenwo Nyesom Wike, Honorable Minister, Federal Capital Territory, Your Excellency, the Minister of State, FCT, Dr. Mariam Mahmood, the Chairman, Senate Committee on Area Council and Auxiliary Matters, Senator Jimkuta, my brother, my colleague, representing the Chairman Committee on Area Council and Auxiliary Matter in the House of Rep, the members, former members of the National Assembly here present, most especially my brother, Senator Philip Tanimu Aduda, the chairman of the area councils here present, particularly the host, the chairman of Gwagwalada Area Council, our royal fathers, Your Excellency, let me align myself with the already established protocol. May the peace and blessing of God be upon all of us. Your Excellency, the tireless minister, today the crowd you are seeing welcoming you is a great testimony that people here are happy with the project you are about flagging up today. Your Excellency, in our last flag up, some wonder all your projects, some that doesn't know how you operate, think all your projects are in the city. What I have even noticed is, even in the area council, you are Mr. Balancing. You are balancing the project. Here in Gwagwalada, the first project that was flagged up was in Paiko, one of the ward. Today you are balancing it with another project right inside the Gwagwalada town. Yesterday, the project you flagged up was in Pai Gomani, which is outside the outer skirt of the area council. You are balancing up all your projects. We sincerely appreciate you for all you are doing. Your Excellency, words enough. Words can never be enough to continue to thank you for what you are doing. And we will not be tired in honoring all your invitation, because we are the chief beneficiary of all you are doing, and we will continue to appreciate it. Honorable Minister, as member of House of Rep and represent the people of Abuja South, we appropriate funds, but you are inviting us to come and witness how you are judiciously utilizing those funds. Why? Because you have transparency. You are making the job easier for us, and we want to assure you that we will continue to give you all our maximum cooperation. On this note, we will continue to appreciate you, appreciate Mr. President for bringing you to FCT. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you, Honorable Ajia, with his goodwill message. We immediately invite the very distinguished Senator Jim Kuta to come and give his goodwill message. Please encourage him, continue to cheer him as he comes. The area councils love him, and they celebrate him as he makes his way to the podium. Welcome.
Thank you, my auntie, Regina Abu. Your Excellency, the Honorable Minister of FCT, Barrister Enso Wike, the Honorable Minister for State for FCT, Dr. Maria Mahmoud, the Honorable Member representing Abuja South, my brother, and the Honorable Member representing my co-chairman in the House of Representatives. Your Excellency, let me recognize the Honorable distinguished senators, my leader, especially Senator Philip Aduda and other former senators that accompany you to this great occasion. Let me recognize the presence of His Royal Highness, my father, my landlord, Your Excellency, if I would say, in 2003, when I first decided to start living in Abuja from Lagos. I stay behind the Aguma Palace here. So my coming here is historical. Ladies and gentlemen, the Area Council Chairman, good afternoon. Your Excellency, let me apologize by coming late, because I was thinking that the grand finale is Gwagwalada, which is tomorrow. So I was in Kuje. But on reaching Kuje, your presence was not there, because anywhere you are, you see the environment change. So when I asked, I said there is nothing like this here. So I have to call the protocol quickly. He told me that you were here, and I drove down here. I'm sorry for coming late. But this is a very, very great moment for me and the resident of Gwagwalada. Your Excellency, let me thank you very much for this developmental infrastructure that you brought to the Gwagwalada Area Council. Because the Aguma Palace, from the radio house and the last time I used that road, erosion nearly took the whole community out because of the erosion that was there. And I thank you that I'm part of this history that we come today to flag up the market, the radio house, and Aguma Palace Road. Our coming here, Your Excellency, we are not only here to encourage you, but it will go down in the history. To me, it's very important to me and to my future and to some of us, the young people that are in politics now or aspiring to be something tomorrow, because we are following you to see what you are doing, and we'll use it as a reference point tomorrow, because we say we are part of the people that come with the Honorable Minister to do this, to do that, and we learn so much from his experience. So you people can be rest assured that if given the opportunity, we will deliver, because we learn from WIW. So for me, I sincerely appreciate this opportunity given to me to be among the people, to be among the history making in the life of the people of FCT and Abuja and Renew Hope agenda. Thank you, and God bless you. May God keep you in sound health.
Thank you, distinguished Senator Jim Kuta, who is indeed a Gwagwalada citizen. If he lived behind the Aguma Palace, then it means that he lived in Gwagwalada and he's one of you. Let's give a round of applause to Senator Jim Kuta. Your Excellency, the assignment for those who know how to show gratitude resides only in the hands of those who understand the meaning of thankfulness, who show kindness and friendship. That assignment has been in the hands more often than not of an administrator, a politician, and a family doctor, the Minister of State, FCT, Dr. Maria Mahmood, as she makes her way to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of the FCT.
Thank you, the Director of Ceremony. His Excellency, the Honorable Minister of FCT, Barrister Elson Wike, CON, Mr. Project, the Chairman, Senate Committee on Area Council and Ancillary Matters, distinguished Senator Jim Kuta, the Chairman, House Committee on Area Council, ably represented here, the National Assembly members, former and serving that are here present, the Chief of Staff to the Honorable Minister, SSAs and SS that are here, the Head of Service, Chairman, Civil Service Commission, FCT, the Executive Secretary, FCDA, Mandate Secretary, Permanent Secretaries that are here present, our Royal Fathers, the Chairman of the Area Councils that are here present, our market women, our mothers, the security chiefs that are here, invited guests, ladies, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to you all. On behalf of the Federal Capital Territory Administration, I would like to express our sincere gratitude to everyone who has gathered here today to witness the official flag of ceremony for the rehabilitation of Aguma Palace to New Market Road in Gwagwalada Area Council. We would like to extend our special thanks to the Father of the Nation, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, who has commissioned us to carry out this numerous project within and outside the city of Abuja. Just as the Honorable Minister, His Excellency Barrister Elson Wike used to say in several fora, Mr. President's commitment towards the renewed hope agenda of improving our infrastructure is evident for all to see. This project is a testament to our collective effort to enhance the quality of life of our residents. So therefore, it will not only improve transportation and accessibility as we always see, but it will stimulate economic growth and development in this area. We are also deeply honored by the presence of the serving and non-serving lawmakers who have stood by us throughout this journey. Your presence around us and always underscores the significance of this project to our rural communities. We appreciate the coordinator of Satellite Town Development Department, SCDD, and his team of engineers, especially the contractor that will bring this project to fruition. We are confident that this project will be completed on time, as it has been said by the contractor, and also with the highest standards. Thank you all for your support and participation always. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Honorable Minister of State, Dr. Maria Mahmood, has delivered the vote of thanks on behalf of the FCT administration. We wish to thank her for making that intervention and doing it ever so well. Let's give a round of applause to the Honorable Minister of State, please. The Gwagwalada community, are you here? Okay, we know the reason why we came. According to Senator Jim Kuta, this is a very, very important road. According to Honorable Ajia, this road is the live wire of this place. According to the chairman, this is a very important road. And so for the FCT administration, all the Gwagwalada citizens should give 3 Bosas. Let's go. Bosa. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Your Excellencies, the man in the starlight today, always around all these projects, covering the land area of FCT across area councils and the city center, is a man described by the chairman, Kwali Area Council yesterday, as the Lord while he is the land. He says that he's not the landlord, that he is the Lord and the chairman is the land. I asked the Chief of Staff yesterday to the Honorable Minister to carry a bag for the well-plumed feathers for the heart of the Honorable Minister and all his titles. Today, Honorable Gia has described him as Mr. Balancing, another feather to his heart. Mr. Balancing, former local government chair, two-time governor of Rivers State, arriving the FCT as Mr. Infrastructure with his own acronym, Wike is working. Help me give a warm Gwagwalada welcome to the Honorable Minister of FCT, Ezenwo Nyesem Wike, and we say to him, Yafin Yebo, Yafin Yebo, welcome.
Your Excellency, the Minister of State of the Federal Capital Territory, Dr. Maria Mahmood, the Chairman, Senate Committee, media councils and other auxiliary matters, our dear old Senator Jim Kuta, the representative of Abuja South in the House of Representatives, the representative of the chairman of House Committee on Area Councils and other auxiliary matters, our own distinguished senators, particularly Senator Philip Tanimu Aduda, the former Minister of State of the Federal Capital Territory, Ambassador Desmond Akawo, the other leaders, Raya, Chief of Staff, the Head of Service, Executive Secretary of the FCDA, Chairman, Civil Service Commission, Mandate and Permanent Secretaries that are here. Our dear Area Council Chairman, particularly our Chief Host, the Chairman of Gwagwalada Area Council, our dear traditional rulers that are here, our dear women, market women, who have come out in your numbers, our dear youth of Gwagwalada, my dear brothers and sisters, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, the people of Gwagwalada, are you happy? The people of Gwagwalada, are you happy with Mr. President? Now, you remember when we were appointed early, sometimes in August and September last year, one of the first things we did was to visit all the area councils. And you will agree with me that the Honorable Minister of State and my humble self were here in Gwagwalada to interact with you, to discuss with you, to see how you are feeling, to let you know that this administration is not the administration that will sit in the city. It is the administration that will make sure the area council feel the impact of government and governance. We never sat down in the city to decide what we are going to do for you. Is it not correct? We came to the town hall meeting. In course of our interaction, you said one of the major problems you have, one was to construct the Pico Road. Is it not what you said? You said we should do the Old Market Road, the Aguma Palace Road, and Radio Nigeria Road. Is it not true? Is it not what you told us? And we told you, if that is what you want, consider it done. Because on our coming that day, I told you that Mr. President has directed that whatever you ask, we should give it to you. And today, by the special grace of God, one of the second requests you made is for the construction of this very important 3 segments of the road. And I want to assure you, like the coordinator has said, like the contractor has said, even though the contract agreement says 12 months, you have heard when the contractor said by in 10 months' time that was going to hand over this road to us. Let me assure you, this is not the time where contract is being awarded and contract is abandoned. This contract has been awarded, this contract has been flagged off today, and this contract will be commissioned next year. Can I give you one more good news? Do you want to hear another good news? Are you sure? You are sure? You want good news? And you be good people? And the good news is this. Gwagwalada, Mr. President, has chosen Gwagwalada Area Council as one of the area councils that we are going to supply water to Gwagwalada. There must be water supplied to the entire Gwagwalada Area Council. Are you happy with that? Are you happy with that? Has any administration come to do this for you before? Have you ever seen them before? Has any minister come to talk to you like this before? Have you seen a minister before? Thank you very much. This is the difference. This is the difference. Mr. President has directed. You cannot be a minister and the people you are serving do not know you. You cannot be in my government and the people you say you are working for cannot see you eye. And that is why we have been to Gwagwalada at least since assumption of office. We have been to this Gwagwalada not less than 4 times. Is it not correct? Is it not correct? So, this is what we'll talk about government. Government of the people, government for the people, and government by the people. So, just all we want from you, support the contractors so we can finish this work on time. And let me also employ the contractor to please make sure that our youths who do not have jobs are also employed to work, to earn a living, to feed their families. They can also make some supplies. They can also be small contractors. Not be so. No be so. So, let me assure you, by the grace of God, in the next 10 months, we'll come back here to the glory of God and commission this particular project. I said yesterday, when we went to Kwali, when we went to flag off by Gomani Road, let me reiterate, Mr. President did not appoint me or Minister of State to come and preside over selling of their land. That is not why we were appointed. Did you hear what I said? Mr. President did not appoint the Honorable Minister of State and my humble self to come here to preside over selling of land. Mr. President appointed us to see how we can contribute towards the improvement and development of FCT and other area councils. That's why we're here. We are not here just to come and begin to sell land. We are here to give you water. We are here to give you road. We are here to make you happy. Let me therefore, and let me please plead with the contractor. Now we're having dry season, or now we have dry season. Utilize this period to make sure the work is not carried out well. You know how the climate change. You never can tell when the rains will come. So as we have it now, utilize the opportunity and make sure we have no problem of delay. Let me also warn you, there is no provision in our budget for variation. I don't want to hear there's a gully somewhere. We have taken note of all those things before the bill of quantity was prepared. The coordinator and the director of engineering services, you know I know the tricks. You know I know the tricks. So there's no need of, Your Excellency, we did not know on the other side of it there was a heavy gully. I want to see that gully before anybody will bring any paper. So we don't believe in variation, we don't believe in augmentation. We have the money to pay you. So if you go and create gully for yourself, you use their money and do that gully. So on this note, I invite our dear Senator, House of Rep members, and distinguished senators and the Honorable Minister of State to join us as we flag off this Old Market Road, Aguma Palace Road, and Radio Nigeria Road to the glory of God. Thank you and God bless you.
Your Excellencies, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Minister of the projects, Radio Nigeria Road, Aguma Palace, and Old Market Road in Gwagwalada. He is going to mount a grader to signify the flagging off of this, and we are very delighted in Gwagwalada for all of this at this time. We salute the dexterity of the team of the FCT minister, all of whom have come with him. We greet Alhaji Salihu Masakan Zuba, representative of Agora of Zuba, who is here, and all our faith-based organizations, priests, imams, reverend sisters who have come to celebrate. We greet all of them. And all the citizens of Gwagwalada who are here for this purpose, we thank you. And all the directors of FCDA, FCT, and STDD, we thank you for coming. We appreciate all of you. God bless you for coming.
us. I said if you're coming to Gawala today, we'll have one of your...
It's time. Picture time. Sorry, just a second. The Honorable Minister has flagged off, and it's time for pictures at this time, after which we'll take the national anthem. It's time for the photograph, the group photograph that the Honorable Minister would be taking with top-level personalities who have joined him today, especially members of the National Assembly and the Honorable Minister of State. It is time now to call on media for the national anthem to declare this event closed. This event now stands closed. I'd like to advise you all to please make way for the Honorable Minister and his entourage to make their way out and to stay stable wherever you are.
Welcome back from the live telecast. We'll now continue with our regular programs. Stay tuned.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of...
The journey to success is not always smooth. There are rough patches on the path to accomplishment. The struggle continues until solution appears that launches you to the world of your dreams, protecting, securing, and ensuring that you reach your goals. At International Energy Insurance, we know that the journey to actualizing your dreams could be tough, but we are always there to support you and help you prepare for the unexpected. International Energy Insurance is a Nuremberger company now positioned to serve you better. International Energy Insurance PLC. Energy to care.
The following is a paid presentation by ShopX TV. At ShopX TV, our customers are the heart of everything we do. As a special thank you for your continued support, we are offering our customers 10% off on selected products from now till November 15th. That's right, shop now and save big on some of your favorite items while stock lasts. Don't miss out on this opportunity to grab amazing products at unbelievable prices. First is our amazing 4-in-1 CookX blender. It's a food processor, a grinder, a blender, and a juicer all in one. The CookX 4-in-1 blender comes with 3 versatile cup sizes, each crafted to handle special tasks perfectly. Imagine effortlessly whipping up smoothies that are truly smooth, pounded yam and soups that are flawlessly pounded and blended. You would normally pay 189,950 Naira for the CookX 4-in-1 blender, but call the number on your screen right now or scan the QR code and get it for just 170,995 Naira. Incredible! And that's not all. You can get the CookX 4-in-1 blender in 2 easy payments of 85,498 Naira. That's right, pay twice to get this amazing cooking solution. And we are not done yet. ShopX TV is proud to introduce the ShopX Ultimate Crunch Exercise Machine. The 6-in-1 machine is designed to take your fitness to the next level. No need to worry about expensive gym fees. You can now work out from the comfort of your home and achieve results. With Ultimate Crunch cutting-edge technology, you can transform your body. Its enhanced features deliver a full body workout that's efficient, effective, and enjoyable. The secret is its advanced design that combines multiple exercise models into one unit. The versatile machine features adjustable resistance levels, an ergonomic design, and a built-in digital tracking system that displays speed, time, distance, and calories burned. From sculpting your abs to toning your legs, upper body, and strengthening your core, you would normally pay up to 449,950 Naira for the ShopX Ultimate Crunch. But for a limited time only, call the number on your screen now or scan the QR code and get the ShopX Ultimate Crunch at 404,955 Naira. Incredible! And that's not all. You can get the ShopX Ultimate Total Crunch in 2 easy payments of 202,478 Naira. That's right, pay twice to get this amazing fitness solution. But hurry, limited stocks available. So call the number on your screen now or scan the QR code or visit our website to place your order while stock lasts. The proceeding was a paid presentation brought to you by ShopX TV.
At TVC News, wherever the big news story is happening, we're geared up to break it. TVC News.
Meet Benga Oreshegun, a fearless voice and an advocate for the truth. He's bringing fresh energy and bold insights to Journalists Hangout.
Get ready for deeper analysis and dynamic perspectives. Join me and Babajide Kolade Otitoju with other veteran journalists on Journalists Hangout. Weekdays from 5 p.m. and on Sundays 1:30 p.m.
Hello and welcome to TVC News at 4. The Federal High Court in Abuja has stopped the federal government from releasing further monthly allocations to Rivers State. In a judgment, Justice Joyce Abdulmalik specifically restrained the Central Bank of Nigeria from allowing the state withdraw funds from the Consolidated Revenue account. Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly, Martin Zamewule, and 26 members of the House had instituted the suit. They predicated their case on the ground that Governor Fubara had yet to comply with the court order that directed him to represent the 2024 appropriation bill to the Amewule-led faction of the State House of Assembly. They also alleged that Governor Fubara has continued to make unauthorized withdrawals from the Consolidated Revenue Fund of Rivers State in breach of Section 120 of the Constitution. And the Nigerian army says reports alleging that insurgents have taken over a military training area in Kotangora, Niger State, are false. The army clarified that no credible threat exists in those areas, contrary to the information presented by the lawmaker representing the Kotangora 2 constituency, that's Abdullahi Isa, on the floor of the Niger State's House of Assembly on the 28th of October. We're still talking about, let's go back to Rivers State now, where contrary to all of the reports we've heard so far, that the opposition, the coalition, well, we've gotten reaction to the court's order. This, let's take a moment now while we get our stories ready for you. Stay with us.
Hello, TVC Communications. How can I help?
What makes TVC the right choice for my business?
Excellent question, sir. Let me share some exciting facts with you.
Start your day on TVC Entertainment with Wake Up Nigeria, a family and lifestyle show. Your view empowers women globally.
It's your view, let it count.
Entertainment Splash delivers the hottest celebrity trends. On TVC News, we keep you informed with breaking news and in-depth analysis of events shaping the world.
I will continue to speak the truth.
TVC News at 7 and TVC News at 10 p.m. delivers the most important stories of the day. Max FM, your hit music radio station, captivates listeners daily across Lagos and Abuja, making every commute more enjoyable. Adaba 88.9 FM is not left out, as it is the voice of Southwest. And on TVC Digital, we reach to million viewers daily. All together, pulls in over 17 million viewers daily. Contact us on 0707-272-8338 or marketing@tvccommunications.tv. Partner with TVC Communications today. Let's grow together.
Experience information and entertainment like never before as TVC Breakfast takes your weekends to a whole new level. Introducing TVC Breakfast Weekend Edition, your ultimate source of thrilling. At TVC News, wherever the big news story is happening, we're geared up to break it.
Well, thanks for staying with us. Let's go to our top story, where in a swift reaction, the opposition lawmakers coalition in Nigeria has described the court's ruling as the height of judicial rascality, as issues involved and surrounding the decamped and sacked pro-Wike lawmakers' legitimacy are still pending at the Appeal and Supreme Court. The opposition coalition declared today's judgment as a legal coup against the likely outcome of these pending appeals, stressing it as an unenforceable and an attempt to unleash constitutional anarchy against a federating state and independent branch of government. The opposition coalition, in a media conference by its national spokesperson, Ikenga Ogochinyere, said the decision of Justice Abdulmalik Joyce and Chief Justice of the Federal High Court, John Toso, to proceed with the case, despite pending petition against the clear evidence of bias against them, shows that there is more to it. Mr. Ogochinyere noted that the opposition not only condemns the judgment, which contravened the Supreme Court's existing judgment that bars the federal government or any of its organs from seizing any state or local government allocation, but will do everything legally and humanly possible to ensure that the controversial ruling is quashed. Well, away from court matters now, President Bola Tinubu has commended the implementation committee on the Naira-based sales of crude oil and refined products and asked the members to resolve any teething problems. In a review meeting at the State House, the president said that using the Naira was conceived to remove the exchange rate hurdle. President Tinubu said the various players in the oil sector, including the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Limited and the Dangote refinery, should work to improve the economy and the livelihood of Nigerians. The president urged stakeholders to look inward and consider supplying enough petrol and petroleum products for local consumption to stop the persistent reliance on importation. He said this would enable the channeling of foreign exchange into the development of the rail sector. Ahead of tomorrow's meeting of some petroleum marketers under the aegis of the Association of Distributors and Transporters of Petroleum Products, the Nigeria Union of Petroleum and Natural Gas Workers has cautioned other stakeholders in the oil industry not to accord recognition to the new association. President of NOPENG, Williams Akporea, and Secretary General Afolabi Olawale made the declaration in a statement issued to newsmen in Abuja. The new association has fixed Thursday for a gathering of its members in Abuja to discuss the challenges of truck owners and oil marketers in the downstream sector. NOPENG says particularly players in the oil sector should be wary of the new group. The union maintained that only the Nigerian Association of Road Transport Owners, the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, Major Energy Marketers Association of Nigeria, as well as Depot and Petroleum Products Marketers Association of Nigeria are legitimate associations known to the union. Residents and entrepreneurs whose sources of livelihood depend on constant power supply in Yobe State are groaning over the prolonged blackout. TVC News' Michael Oshoma takes a look at how steel constructors, and haircut vendors survive at this trying time.
It's been more than a week since the news of the power outage broke in Yobe State. Now, the prolonged outage has affected businesses which were before now thriving in the states. In Damaturu, business owners who frequently need power to run their businesses are groaning. Samuel Emmanuel is a steel construction contractor. He narrates how the lack of power supply has affected his business.
The expenses of diesel and the cost of managing generator is so alarming. In fact, if most of our co-workers, some of them have closed down the business because they cannot cope. After charging the work and the rest, you cannot even buy the diesel and the rest. How will you manage?
Friday Otete is another steel constructor in Damaturu. He shares his story with TVC News.
No more business like before. Like before, a day now maybe I may sell maybe 2 or 3 gates, doors. I can't even maybe like 10 doors. But now, a door, even one door is something else. Nobody will come and buy because everybody they will talk. They are hungry.
This airport operator says since the power outage occurred, coupled with the economic hardship, clients caught their hair on credit, hoping to pay at the end of the month.
Normally, before this hardship, we used to get at least 7,000 to 8,000 per day. But for now, for you to get 2,000 to 3,000 is very hard for you.
Many Damaturu residents who could afford solar power supply have resorted to it as their reliable source of energy. In the coming days, Yobe State residents hope and pray that the blackout will be restored by the government and TCN officials. Michael Oshoma, TVC News, Damaturu, Yobe State.
That's all we can take on TVC News at 4. For more of our stories, you can go to our website. It's www.tvcnews.tv. You can also follow us on our social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, and on YouTube at TVC News Nigeria. On YouTube, we're live at TVC News Nigeria. Thanks for watching. Sports Desk is up next. Stay with us.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amako Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Welcome to Warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an Hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur. I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of your view are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
From the valleys through the hills to the riverbanks of Kogi State, we bring you update on the developmental and economic activities of the Kogi State government under the leadership of Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo on Confluent States Today. From road construction to infrastructure, health and human development, we take you on a journey around the 21 local government areas of Kogi State on Confluent States Today. Kogi State is moving forward. Our people are enjoying the true dividends of democracy. Confluent States Today, showing on TVC News at this time.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move weigh in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
At TVC News, wherever the big news story is happening, we're geared up to break it. TVC News, first with breaking news.
Nigeria's Niger Delta region, where the black gold continues to flow and fuel Africa's largest economy, where the line between wealth and poverty has never been seen.
TVC Sport Desk.
All right, Nigeria Super Falcons were in a world of their own in their recent warm-up matches, and it seems the Nigerian girls are steering a new ship of belief, competence, and capacity. Beating Algeria twice on the bounce without some of the popular names explains Nigeria's depth in talent as far as women's football is concerned. Hello and welcome on the Midweek Show. This is TVC Sports Desk, and I am Promise Foge. Coming up on the program today.
Rahmani finding Zombogiza.
Napoli continues splendid form under Antonio Conte. Beat Milan to extend lead in Serie A.
When he's playing for an Antonio.
Super Falcons completes a double over Algeria in second friendly in Lagos.
Of boxing infrastructure such as academies and gyms.
Young pugilists now taking boxing very serious in Lagos. This and much more will make up the show. Napoli continued their impressive start to the Italian Serie A season with a convincing 2-0 win over AC Milan at the San Siro. Belgian forward Romelu Lukaku punished Milan within 5 minutes of play after a sloppy defending by the home team. It would be his 100-goal contribution in the Italian Serie A. Kvaratskhelia scored the game's second goal and sealed the 3 points that would see Napoli move 7 points clear of defending champions Inter Milan, who have a game in hand. Elsewhere, we saw Bologna earn their second victory of the Serie A campaign with a 2-0 win over Cagliari. All right, let's see a confirmation of the results one more time. Tuesday results as far as the Serie A is concerned. Lecce pipped Hellas Verona 1-0. AC Milan losing at home to Napoli, and Cagliari losing 0-2 at home to Bologna. Let's take a look at what the table is like at the moment, with Napoli showing class. Antonio Conte's first season with the team separating themselves from the rest, 25 points from 10 games. Inter Milan have a game in hand. They are 18 points, 7 points behind Napoli and Fiorentina. Juventus, Fiorentina, and Atalanta are the top 5 teams in the Serie A at the moment. But from second to fifth, they all have a game in hand. Let's see highlights of matches played on Tuesday night in Italy. We'll come back and the conversation will continue.
Rahmani finding Zombogiza. Lukaku is through here. Lukaku! He always scores against Milan when he's... Kvaratskhelia now. Still, Kvicha, Kvaratskhelia! Kvaratskhelia rested on Saturday. Fresh this... 5 straight league wins for Napoli. The league leaders pass a big test here at San Siro this evening. Milan 0, Napoli 2.
Wins it back. Doi, Castro lets it run. Orsolini inside, and Orsolini buries it with a powerful right-footed strike. Numbers in the middle here for Bologna. Odgaard. Oh, what a goal that is! Beauty from Jens Odgaard. Very well spotted by
Banda. Decent ball here to Dogu. Unbelievable. Once again, Patrick Dorgu denied by the referee's assistant on the far side. They have their goal just 3 days after turning 20. Final score, Lecce 1, Verona 0.
TVC Sport Desk.
All right, Benny Toro is a football intermediary. He joins the show live from his base in Italy. Glad to have you on the show today, Ben. Napoli, what's going on with the team? I mean, Antonio Conte took over when we thought perhaps he would struggle with the team. He indeed struggled in the early stages. Remember, his opening game of the season was a 3-0 loss. But they've been able to find balance, and at the moment, they seem to be in a world of their own. Napoli.
Yeah, thank you very much. Your submission is very correct. Conte is a very big tactician here in Italy. He's well known for he's a hard knock. He's very hard on his players. He takes them and he makes sure he drills and prepares the team. When he came in, you remember the controversy about him saying he had to let Osimhen go, and he made Lukaku his prime choice. And you can see that after they lose to Verona, he has turned things around in the great Naples city. And they won this match and they have gone 7 points clear, even though Inter and Juventus have the match in hand. And you can imagine they are celebrating the birthday of the great Diego Armando Maradona today with a very good victory and table-topping performance.
Absolutely. And the manner they've been winning games is quite surprising, defeating AC Milan at the San Siro by 2-0. And that man, Romelu Lukaku, is making the difference for the team. He scored his 100th goal in the Serie A last night.
Yes, Romelu Lukaku is a proven goal scorer. You know that he delivers the goods. He has done it with Inter, having won 2 Scudetto with Inter. And when he went to Roma for 1 year loan, he did a 20-goal performance, 13 in the league and 7 in the cup. He did a 20-goal performance. So Romelu Lukaku is a main man and a goal-getter. But also, Antonio Conte told everybody who cares to listen that when he came to Napoli, he wants just only Romelu Lukaku. That's why he was willing to sacrifice Victor Osimhen. He never said Osimhen is not good. Osimhen is a great striker as far as he's concerned. But for him, Lukaku is the only one that can do the job the way he wants. He has delivered for him. He previously in Inter, played together with him in Chelsea. So you can see that Lukaku gives him all he wants, and that's why it's paying off as we see right now in the Serie A with the table-topping effort.
And at the moment, if you consider the form of Napoli, it's difficult to bet against Napoli not winning the Scudetto this season, except if something scandalous happens mid-season or later on in the season. But of course, the likes of Inter Milan will not be backing down.
Very correct. But I will tell you, this may also go to the wire later. The reason I say this is that, one, Napoli has one big advantage, which I won't lie. They don't have a European competition this year. They only have the Serie A and Coppa Italia. That's a very good advantage. But Inter Milan and Juventus, they've only lost a game. Inter lost 1, Juventus lost. In fact, Juventus have not lost in the league. So you can see that there will be competition going forward. But as it is now, Napoli are in the driving seat. And if Conte, who is a Serie A winner anyway, he's done it in the Serie A, he's done it with Chelsea in the Premier League, and he did very well also with the national team of Italy. I think it's going to be pointing at Napoli. But let's not conclude here. We are 10 games into the season. We need to look when we get to the 20th game. There we can. We need under 10 games to now have a clear picture.
Okay, before I let you go, Ben, what are your thoughts about the Nigerian players in the Serie A? We saw Samuel Chukwueze in action yesterday. He scored for them a few days ago, but he was not on the score sheet yesterday against Napoli. What are your thoughts about the Nigerian contingent who are currently playing in the top division in the Serie A?
Okay, but the Nigerian contingent here, they are doing well. Chukwueze, I can say, him and Lookman, they are the main men. But at this point, Lookman is the top. Lookman is absolutely like a god in the city of Bergamo, close to Milan. Because what he's done and his Ballon d'Or nomination, no player from Bergamo has ever, from Atlanta, Bergamo, has ever been nominated for Ballon d'Or. Can you imagine that? No player in their history. In their history, there's almost 100 years. So you can imagine, in fact, Lukman, a street has been named after him in that beautiful city. But Chukwueze is doing a good job. And the other boy from Milan, who is Swiss, but Nigerian origin, is doing a good job. But I will tell you, it's not easy for the Nigerians in the league at this moment. Chukwueze is finding his feet, but Milan are dragging because there's inconsistency in Milan at the moment. The coach sometimes wants to bench Leao, the Portuguese hot cake. And he benched him yesterday, and he said for tactical reasons. And he backfired, you know. So I would tell you the Nigerian contingent is not bad, but very small because, you know, people like Simi have gone to Serie B, and we have a little bit more players in Serie B at the moment after the Duke, Victor Osimhen left here to go to Galatasaray.
All right.
Yeah. So that's the situation in the top league right now in Italy for the Nigerian contingent.
All right. Benny Toro, football intermediary, live on the show from Milan this evening. Thank you so much for speaking to us on the program. Thank you. All right, away from the Serie A, away from Italy, let's go to England, where the English League Cup resumed on Tuesday with interesting matches. Southampton edged Stoke City 3-2, and Brentford settled for a 1-1 draw with visiting Sheffield Wednesday. Let's see highlights of these games. We'll return with fixtures for Wednesday.
TVC Sport Desk.
All right, those were games played on Tuesday night. Let's take a look at the fixtures for Wednesday. We can have a confirmation of those fixtures on your screen now. Brighton will be playing against Liverpool. Aston Villa will be home to Crystal Palace. Leicester City will travel to Manchester United. That will be Ruud van Nistelrooy's first game in charge as Manchester United manager. Newcastle United, struggling Newcastle United this season. They will be home to Chelsea. Preston North End will host Arsenal, and Manchester City will play Tottenham Hotspur in an all-Premier League affair. Those are the fixtures, EFL Cup fixtures for Wednesday evening. All right, away from that now, let's talk about the fallout from the just concluded Ballon d'Or ceremony held in Paris, France, a couple of days ago. Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola, says he's not worried about all the reactions to Rodri winning the Ballon d'Or title just a couple of days ago. Certainly, Rodri's victory has stirred a number of reactions. And for Guardiola, he's not interested in the reactions. What he's interested in is the fact that his player, Rodri, was crowned Ballon d'Or winner. Well, Rodri himself has been speaking as a result of that occasion. And certainly, he says he's not worried about the fact that the Real Madrid contingent failed to come to France for the event. He's only concerned about his performance. He's concerned about the fact that persons deemed him worthy of the title and voted for him. He's appreciative of that, and he's concentrating on his recovery from injury and getting back on the pitch to do what he knows how to do best. Let's take a listen to Rodri on the program today. When we return, Tunde Adelakun will be joining us from his base in London.
I cannot be on others' mind. You know, they have their decisions. They didn't want to be here for the reasons. I accepted. I just focus on my club, on my teammates, the people who are here, and the people that's happy to congratulate me, and that's it. I cannot say much about it.
All right, Tunde Adelakun is a football coach and scout. He's live on the program today. Glad to have you on the show today. All right, what are your thoughts about Rodri emerging winner of the Ballon d'Or? This development has stirred lots of conversations across the globe. Many feel Vinicius Jr. was deserving of the award. Others think Rodri was deserving of the award. It's been divergent. What are your thoughts about all of this?
Well, obviously, as you know, football is a game where not everybody would agree on the same issues. So some people think that Rodri deserves it. Some people feel that it's Vini Jr. Real Madrid feel like it's one of their players. They wanted to protect him till the very end, but the reality is it's a game of numbers. And if the world feels that Rodri deserves it, it's fair play. We've got to accept it. We've got to accept it and move on. And Pep Guardiola and Rodri are very correct in saying they're not bothered about the noise around. He's won it. Nothing can change that. And all that brouhaha, I don't get it, really. I really don't get it. Because at the end of the day, they didn't give it to somebody who did not participate at all. It's different if the guy was injured or was playing his football in Vietnam and they plucked him out of the woods. This is a guy who had mammoth influence, impact on the success of his team in the course of last season. And you can't rule that out. You can't take that out. Yes, Vini Jr. might have scored a few goals more. He might have put in a performance and a half, but Rodri was not that far behind, even if he was behind at all. It's not only about the individual performance, you have to remember. As a coach, you also have to look at the impact, the influence of this player on the rest of his team and on the success of his team as a team player. And that's where I think Rodri edged it. So don't care about the noise. I think the guy deserved it, and congratulations to him.
All right, I've seen a couple of comments on social media where Rodri winning the Ballon d'Or was painted as the Ballon d'Or organizers being racist because Vinicius Jr. is a black man. But you take a look at Rodri's contribution to City's Premier League win last season. You take a look at his performances and his contribution to the Spanish national team winning the Euros, where he was voted the most valuable player. Vis-a-vis Vinicius Jr., who, of course, was instrumental to Madrid winning the Champions League. He was also very much instrumental to Madrid winning the La Liga. But at national team level, Brazil were nowhere even in the Copa America. How do you measure? What are the standards? What are the criteria, that were possibly used to judge who wins the Ballon d'Or, especially for those who voted?
Listen, I hold very important positions in diversity, inclusion, and anti-racism committees in this country and globally. I don't condone racism. But what I do not condone as well is for us to always come out and use the race card anytime it's not going well for us, because that's not fair. You know, let's be fair in this situation. I don't think it had anything to do with the color of Vinny's skin or the color of Rodri's skin. People look at facts, people look at figures, people look at performance, and people decide. This guy has not lost a game when he was involved, starting for club or country in over a year. That's Rodri for you. The impact he has, the drive and energy he puts in, the work he does on and off the pitch, the work he does, the leadership he provides. I remember when my Chelsea went to the Etihad last season, in the tail end of last season, and we were 1-0 up. I was there at the Etihad, and we were 1-0 up until about the 83rd minute. And you could see him, he was moving, inching forwards, slowly and gradually, gaining more and more confidence in himself and in his teammates that he's leaving behind, that I'm going to go in there, I'm going to go into their box, I'm going to go in there, and he went in there, and he scored the equalizer when there was a Foden and there was a Haaland and there was everybody there. So listen, the impact that he made, just like you said, what he does, not just as an individual, but the impact he makes within the team group is also very, very vital. And it's not about race, it's not about anything. But when our youngsters, when we're trying to train our youngsters to become good footballers, this is where the lesson is. Don't just train yourselves on skill and ability to do nutmegs and skill and score spectacular goals. Also have a mind to have an impact on the rest of the team, that you carry them with you and you don't lose together, because that's exactly what Rodri did, and that's why he deserved all the honor and accolade that he received in the Ballon d'Or.
Okay, Tunde, before I let you go, let's come to England now. Manchester United no longer have a manager. What they have is an interim manager in Ruud van Nistelrooy. Some persons have said that the sacking of Erik ten Hag was very late. What are your thoughts?
It was rather late. I remember I've come here on this show more than once to call it and say that Manchester United way out of his depth. He was a good manager at Ajax, good, we give him that, but he was never a fit for Manchester United. And Manchester United have been doing this thing since Sir Alex left. They have been floundering from one manager to the other. And I remember when Sir Alex was going to leave, and I granted an interview on a show, on an African show, where they asked me, and I said, they will not have the kind of patience that they had with Sir Alex, because they're not going to get it right first time. Now we're 7 managers into it. And no, it was rather late. I think he got out of jail more than once, in the fact that when the button was about to be pushed, a result just comes. And that was looking like it was going to happen again against West Ham this weekend. It was supposed to have happened just after the game against Brentford, but they got out of jail. And then they left it another week. And then that week, they went to West Ham. And it was looking like, he's going to get out of jail again, until that killer blow, that penalty in the dying minutes. So, unfortunately, they've lost ground. It was a rather belated decision, but it was the right one. I'm sorry. I don't like to see managers losing their jobs, but Manchester United and Ten Hag, it was never going to be.
That's the name of the game. Managers are hired to be fired. And one man that United are looking at is Sporting Lisbon coach Amorim. I mean, what do you know about this man? And does it look like the man who the cap fits?
Very young. He's not even 40 yet. He has turned things around. People in Portugal call him the new Mourinho. He's not as arrogant. He doesn't have as sharp a mouth as Jose did. But in terms of performance, in terms of driving and getting the best out of his team. He did very well with Sporting and did so well with the individual players. Manchester United needs a man manager, someone who can actually manage the egos of those players, because there are big egos in that dressing room. That dressing room, when you go into that dressing room at Manchester United and look at the egos of each player, it looks like you're looking at another individual player standing. Because when the egos come together, it's like an elephant. It's a pig. And you actually need a manager who can manage it. And Ruben comes in as, coming in will be that kind of person who has seen it all, who is young, a little bit young like them. He can actually relate with them, and he doesn't have his nose in the air. He will get stuck in. He trains with the team. He gets his hands and legs dirty. And it could be a good one. It could be a good one. I mean, I hate to admit it, because we were playing them very shortly, but I think he'll be a good one. At least he will be an upgrade on Eric Ten Hag. That one I can tell you for sure.
Okay, Tina Delaku, thank you so much for your time on the program today. Thank you.
My pleasure, my pleasure. Cheers.
All right, let's leave England now and come back home to Nigeria, where the Super Falcons are flying very high. They had 2 international friendly matches against Algeria. The first was a 2-0 win in Remo Ikene, and a back-to-back. They played again against the same Algerian team in Lagos at the Mobalaji Johnson Sports Arena in Onikon, and it ended 4-1 in favor of those Super Falcons. Mian Akiri was at the stadium to monitor the game, and he filed this report.
The Super Falcons made it 2 wins in less than 1 week against Algeria, defeating the North Africans 4-1 in the second leg of their friendly match at the Mobalaji Johnson Stadium. Edo Queen striker Folashade Ijamilisu was the star player of the match, scoring a hat-trick. While expressing satisfaction with her feat, she hopes to become a regular in the Super Falcons.
So good. Super excited. Yeah, I'm super excited. If I am given the opportunity, I'll try my best, just like what I did today. I'll try and repeat it in every game.
Interim coach Justin Wago says he's hoping to make an impact with the opportunity given to him to manage the team.
For me, the most important thing is whatever opportunity you have, just contribute your best to the country. It's not about whether permanent or not permanent.
President, Nigeria Football Federation, Ibrahim Gusso, told TVC News that his administration will give priority to women's football.
The basic reason why we try to organize these friendly matches is just because we want to showcase the local home-based players we have. We just have to create an opportunity that we're going to give them chance to excel within the global stage.
President came into office. He said he was going to develop the grassroots. He was going to pay attention to the leagues, and then, of course, he was going to work with qualifying us for every international competition there is. I think we are ticking the boxes.
This is provided and by the support of Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, a sport-loving individual who is also particular about the development of the girl child.
Gusso also commended CAF's decision to award 3 points to the Super Eagles in their failed Nations Cup qualifying match against Libya, despite traveling to the North African country.
We are happy to some extent, but don't forget, this whole scenario involves human life. We expect that there can be some level of compensation to these young players, and even including ourselves.
Just like the Falcons, Algeria will be looking forward to the WAFCON tournament. Mian Akiri, TVC News, Lagos.
All right, Mian is in the studio with me right now. Mian, you saw the Super Falcons play against Algeria yesterday, 4-1 win. But were you flattered by the performance beyond the results?
Well, I must say that it's still a trying process for the interim coach. And yes, Edo Queen striker, who indeed was the man of the match, was awesome. That's one talent to discover Folashade. That's what you must did give kudos to. Discovering talents. Women's football involvement is key. getting a double header at this point in time, it's rare. And we've not seen the Nigerian Football Federation, do this in a very long time. And if the current leadership of the NFF are now tilting towards ensuring that the Falcons are engaged in friendly matches like this, I think this is huge. I spoke with Folashade, the goal scorer, yesterday. She scored a hat-trick. And she was of the opinion that getting to play regularly in the Super Falcons will be a dream come true for her. And she will be willing to score goals, every now and then. So that is huge. Kudos also to the interim coach, Justin Madugu. I also asked if he would be interested, in the job permanently. He had a different opinion, and he says
he's
one
always
game at a time.
Different about whether he would be the permanent coach or not.
But then he says getting the job done one at a time is key for him, and then every other thing is left, to the leadership of the Nigerian Football Federation. But then for the Falcons, this is huge. Like they say, whatsoever a man can do, a woman can do better. Let's see what the Falcons will be doing in the next couple of months with more opportunities as they look forward to the All-Con tournament, which holds next year in the year 2025 precisely.
Absolutely. And one thing that struck me here is the fact that this team was without some of the top stars. The likes of Asisato Shola were not here. The foreign-born players were not included. We had more of players from the domestic league.
About 19 of them.
And this game, or these games and results, is a showcase of the plethora of talents we have in the domestic league as far as women football is concerned.
So we've always had the talent. And what this means is the fact that the time there could be a changing. Despite Nigeria's dominance when it comes to women's football on the continent over the years, when you play friendly matches like these and these players know that they can get opportunities into the national team, what changed over time was the fact that people felt players who play outside the shores of the country
and the only
are the best players that Nigeria can indeed afford, and they get the attention, just like you said. And if opportunities are also being given to players back home this way, and they get to don the green and white jersey of the country, I'm sure this will change the fact that Nigerian players will not want to go to Guinea, will not want to go to Botswana, will not want to rush to move out of the country and see how they can get to Europe. Because in most cases, they don't go to Europe first, they go to other African countries before they indeed go to Europe. So with this, there could be a change, which is indeed key. It also ensures that the league becomes competitive, especially when you know that on the continent, even CAF itself, has a club competition, for women's football. So, to a large extent,
the CAF Women's Champions League.
If the NFF, just like Maisha Falode said, that what they were looking forward to was to ensure that developmental football and also giving the Falcons priority is key for this administration. Should that see the light of day gradually? Action and matching their words with what we've seen, a double header from Remo now coming to Lagos. I think this will do the Falcons a huge success. Take a look at the continent today. You want to talk about countries like South Africa doing very well and giving Nigeria a run for their money, even better than what Nigeria has been doing in the last couple of years. You can't take it from the South Africans. The Zambians are indeed, the Moroccans are indeed coming strong. So it is important that these girls get the mental toughness. How do they get the mental toughness? Give them great friendly matches like this.
Just like this.
Bring in the big countries on the continent. Bring them to Nigeria. Let them get to play players from the league. Ajibade, indeed, in the first leg, showed class. She scored the 2 goals in Remo. But now, in the second match, you want to assume that these ladies now feel comfortable. They may not be as jittery as they were in the first leg. And that's why you saw, Folashade notching a hat-trick, in the second leg.
And personally, I want to say this. I think a lot of commendations should go to Coach Osahan of Robo Queens. That man is doing a lot for women's football in Nigeria. About 5 or 6 of the players on that pitch against Algeria were his product, or rather are his product. And the likes of Asisato Shola
we're also from Pastry.
A lot of players who've done the national team, our colours for the Falcons, have been his product. And not so much is said about him. He's the very quiet type. Just doing his
getting the job done behind the
scene. Behind the scene. And I think one day he should be recognized for his efforts as far as women's football in Nigeria is concerned.
No doubt.
Mian, thank you for coming.
Always a pleasure.
All right, from Lagos, let's cross over to Abuja and talk to Jane Francis Nweze, our correspondent in Abuja, who was at the official handover from the Sport Ministry to the Sports Commission. Jane, if you can hear me, talk us through the process. What was it like when the Sport Minister, or will I say the former Sport Minister, John Owan Eno, handed over to the chairman of the National Sports Commission, Alhaji Shehu Diko?
Well, good evening, Promise. It was a whole lot of talks, and the former Minister of Sports Development was trying to outline some of the achievements of during his time as a sports minister, as well as various things that are still pending that was very important that the National Sports Commission, follow up on. Top of it was the benefits promised to the silver-winning Super Eagles team from Cote d'Ivoire, earlier in the year, and then all other outstanding projects like the stadium or infrastructure development across the country that his ministry was working on during his time there. So those were some of the things. But then you also have the new man, the new sheriff in town, talking about the fact that they want to do things differently in the National Sports Commission. They want to break the bottleneck of having to run sports through a ministry. They want to create jobs. He laid emphasis on why it's important that we take sports seriously and create so many jobs and document those jobs so that we stop counting the victories of sports on the basis of what trophy was won or what gold medal or how many medals were won at tournament. He tried to say that it's not as if it's not important to win medals, but then there's a lot more sports can achieve, and we can't just focus on winning medals, which is maybe one of the reasons why we get it very wrong in the country.
Absolutely, and I hope he was able to react to questions. Has been generated. A lot of questions around Shehu Diko. We know him to be a staunch football administrator. Hopefully, he doesn't become a chairman of a football commission, but chairman of the Nigerian Sports Commission, because some fears have been hoping that he doesn't concentrate too much on football because of his background in the round leather game. Jane Francis Nweze, our correspondent in Abuja, you'll be monitoring proceedings and all the action and all the activities of the Sports Commission from the FCT. Thank you so much for joining us this time. All right, away from that, state-of-the-art boxing gyms and academies are essential to the growth of sport in Nigeria. As part of efforts to develop amateur boxing in Nigeria, the president of the Boxing Promoters Association of Nigeria and the CEO, Yukateco Boxing Promotions, Omele Imadu, is set to establish a boxing academy in Lagos. Samson Oloyede has details.
President of the Boxing Promoters Association of Nigeria and CEO of Yukateco Boxing Promotions, Omele Imadu, in company with other members of the association's executive, paid a courtesy visit to the chairman of the Jeremy Ifelodun local government area of Lagos State. During the visit, Imadu disclosed that a boxing academy will be established in the local government area.
I feel very elated that this will be happening in Jeremy Ifelodun local government. The key interest, my passion has been development of our young talents all the way from grassroots, and that energy. Our youth of these days have a lot of energy, and those giving energy, when they are not properly harnessed or engaged, that is when you see a rise in crime, all kinds of social vices. And with Yukateco Boxing Promotion, what we've been doing in the past couple of years, we have decided to establish the Yukateco Boxing Academy, which will more capture those God-given talents at the grassroots.
The chairman of the Jeremy Ifelodun local government area, Fatai Ayola, appreciated the initiative and assured the Yukateco boss of his maximum support in making the academy a reality.
So it's a welcome development for us. It's a thing of honor to partner with my brother in enhancing the boxing skills of our kids in Jeremy Ifelodun, and I'm ready to go all the way out. We need to take these boys off the streets, off drugs, off criminality, all off all forms of violence. And what can we replace it with? Something that is more enticing to them is sports.
This is what we've been expecting for a very long time now. The Sports Council is about 3 years old, and getting something like this in place, I think is a big plus for us too. And not undermining the fact that sports development is what we are all out to achieve. We've provided the facilities, and this is just to tell Yucateco that they've come to the right place.
The provision of boxing infrastructure such as academies and gyms are essential to the development of the sport from the grassroots in Lagos and Nigeria as a whole. Samson Olede, TVC News, Lagos.
All right, and that will be all on the program today. It's been Sports Desk. Many thanks for watching. We'll do this again same time tomorrow. Until then, I remain Promise Foge. Bye-bye now.